Tips, first of all, and then got vertical. That's problematic.
Stepping up is Columbia.
There you see some of that speed.
Yeah, counted all the way up to 45 yards needed for a first down.
This pressure is long, 8 yards a long way.
Ball's on the ground, but he's got it. This is where he can really be dangerous, and he's got loads of time. It's caught. It's Stogner right on cue. That tight end that really has the speed of a wide receiver knew right where to go.
Well, so many things could possibly go wrong on this one. Rattler loses the handle on this one. The shake route, which is a long route that takes time to develop, it's a route that comes back to the field away from where Rattler is going. He's trying to direct him and get him going that direction. Stogner does a fantastic job of aborting his route.
First and goal for Oklahoma. Stevenson the setback. Stevenson carries. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Timmy Stevenson, of course, one of the 3 players that were suspended from last year's bowl game, missed the first half of this season. Just a little ISO play inside.
Taj Brooks is in the game. Remember, Xavier White unable to go tonight, and Sir Robert Thompson playing hurt. That pass is tipped and intercepted into the air. Sooners have it. Trey Norwood. And he stopped at the 10-yard line.
You know, talking to Alex Grinch, he said, look, we're moving some guys around. They've got another guy, DJ Graham, number 9, who they moved back over to that corner spot, a converted wide receiver. But watch this tip pass right here. They're looking for athletes, Timmy. Right up front, you got a bunch of hands up in the air trying to affect the quarterback. Nice job right there, getting in the vision sight. Got a couple of Sooners underneath that, just not concentrating and bring that one in. And Trey Norwood was right there.
Mims down at the bottom of your screen. It's Pledger. Touchdown. So the Sooners take advantage of the interception. Deshaun Carter hit slightly thrown behind him, but they take advantage after the pick.
You get past one Sooner, they're another Sooner. They're going fast now, but that was a big-time play.
Columbia.
Runner or pass.
They go with Brooks.
You're going to have great field position otherwise. Come back to balance now.
And that's going to be not enough. He's going to be shy. Asamoah again. Stevenson again the setback, and he'll tote it again. This young man,
242. He's close to the weight-wise, but a little bit shorter.
Play fake and Rattler with time.
He's got him
wide open is Mims. Got it. Inside the 10, inside the 5. First and goal Sooners.
This young man right here has affected defenses in a very, very interesting way. You better ISO him and then find where he's going. That long crossing route takes a while to develop, and this really compromises coverages. When they're passing off, in that particular case, I think it was more of a straight zone type look. You need to put somebody in his hip pocket, and if you're going to pass it off, you better pass it off to somebody who's as fast as he is, because he comes open more often than not.
Yeah, McPherson also got the headgear and the face mask. Is there any doubt who's going to get the rock right here? I don't think so. Touchdown. Stevenson again. Darius Townsend, the Alabama transfer in the backfield, and Columbia just has to eat that one. So a loss on opening down.
Benito in there, Nick rushed in, got in there, and jumped on top of him. This is the kind of mistake you can ill afford to have. That snap was down low and away, and Deaton is one of the best they've got. Dawson,
another one in the air, picked off again. It's Norwood. That's his second of the night. And as I said, psychologically, Spencer, it's a lot to put on a kid like Columbia when you're down suddenly 2 scores and you're trying to get it all back at once.
Well, that's not all Columbia's fault, Timmy. I can tell you these receivers are letting the ball climb on them, and they're instead of plucking it out of the air, this is the problem. This ball is right on the numbers. You got to be able to see that and put your hands up in front of it and not let it hit your uniform or your face mask. There's nothing he's done on both these interceptions.
I'm with you.
It's been the receivers.
Just a lot to take on, and now the Sooners going for the jugular. Now in motion. And look on the out pattern, right to him. What a move. Inside the 10, he's got a first and goal. Put him in motion, let him make a play. Cam White, number 10, making the stop for Texas Tech.
And at first he made Leggett miss. I mean, it's an unbelievable job. Will Stoops doing a nice job. Number 12 said, oh, well, I'll just let you go right on past me, big boy.
They've been in the red zone for the bulk of the first quarter of this game, and as we open the second, here goes McGowan on the stretch play. And McPherson finally rolls him down with guys like Gowan in that backfield, along with, obviously, others. And there, once again, what a play by Hall. Jeremiah Hall ball is loose. It's down near the 1 yard line. I don't think he got in, Spencer. That is big. That's, I've said, a 14-point swing. Jeremiah Hall. Yeah. Oh, boy, I thought he got through. That should be touchdown.
Yeah, his arm is clearly crossed the line.
Yeah, that should be touchdown.
Yeah, that'll be a touchdown.
Yep. Morgenstern upended him. You see he's bracing with the left hand.
The previous angle you just saw was definitively his arm was over the line.
Ball is out after he hits with that elbow. Yeah, this should be a touchdown.
After review, the ball broke the goal line plane prior to the runner losing possession. Touchdown.
Not just for this game, but also for the psychology of this young quarterback in just his second start. And Sir Roderick Thompson is playing with injured ribs. Pressure again, and there's another turnover. Almost another turnover. Ramondre Stevenson again the setback. Rattler flushed, lets it fly, and it's caught. That's Theo Weiss. He has been outstanding. Had a big game in the Red River Shootout against Texas. Sophomore from Allen, Texas.
Well, this play took a while to develop, but Rico Jeffers, the Sam linebacker, this is a mismatch.
First down 10, ball at the 33 of Texas Tech. Stevenson. He is just a load, isn't he? Second down and 4. Rattler again. Look at that throw for Stockner. Oh! Stockner! Touchdown! Oklahoma! I mean, Spencer, there's no stepping into it for Rattler. His spin and the way he flicks it out of his arm is absolutely exquisite.
His ball skills are sick, Tim. I mean, it really decries you. Most quarterbacks have to get set. I mean, you don't see Patrick Mahomes is the only guy I know that can do this.
And remember, Oklahoma has struggled late in games all season long. On the fly, going deep for Azakama. He's had a couple that he's not been able to reel in. In fact, they climbed on him, and turnovers the end result. He's up at the top of your screen, and now Columbia 0 for 3 on third down so far tonight.
But you can play off coverage because they've got at least 10.
Nothing doing for Brooks.
But for that, I still think they have a shot to be in this game.
Stevenson, his wide open spaces. Mims next to him there.
They're coming with the blitz.
That's actually Weiss on the receiving end. And look at him go. Straight down the sideline, and he's tripped up inside the 25-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle by Leggett.
DeMarcus Fields was there playing the spur position typically, and they'll move him around a little bit, but Spencer saw him on the outside, got the matchup that he wanted. His eyes went there directly. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that ball, and it's an excellent job of pivoting and turning by Weiss.
Everything working for Oklahoma. On first down, Stevenson.
Wow, look at the vision this kid has.
Absolutely. Ramondre Stevenson is back. This is a quarterback draw all the way. Rattler down to the 1. Stevenson in for another touchdown.
They will use him early and often if they can.
10-2 in the 100, Shadarius Townsend. pressure again. And he throws it in the direction.
Yes, Prince of left-hand compliments.
Oh, yeah. He was right there with an envelope.
Well, that's a loose ball. Oklahoma's got that one.
Oklahoma's on top of that one, it would appear. Although the ball still remains loose. Maybe Texas Tech corralled it. Let's go. Oklahoma football. They're going to say it's Isaiah Thomas, 95, that comes away with it. So just being able to seed the football, Spencer, a challenge for Columbia here.
Well, they had a game on working with Perion Winfrey, the nose tackle, and it puts him right in the position to make the play that he does.
Fields, 23. First and 10. Pledger bouncing outside. Nice cut. Did you see him put his foot in the ground and turn vertical again?
Assets in this backfield.
So he gained a 6 again. 2nd and 4 for Rattler.
The shallow crossing right underneath. You see, that's what I'm talking about, the vision. He's got a long way to go to develop.
Well, he uses his feet to get inside the 15-yard line for a first down and a late flag. Some frustration now for Texas Tech.
Well, Lincoln Riley told me he's got a little bit of Baker Mayfield in him, that little attitude and that edge.
Yeah.
You want that.
Wide receiver screen to
You see this? Wow.
Well, the Sooners have had 3 clear drops, or they could be already hanging 60. And Burkich, did you like that 4-minute chart that Urban put on today?
It was impressive. It was good. Good stuff.
How much fun was that? At home and happy. Out of the shotgun, Columbia running out of time. Oklahoma just abusing the offensive line of Texas Tech. That's Isaiah Thomas again crashing through.
Yeah. Nick Benito inserts well with the rush in. You can see them collapse off the edge. Again, Ronnie Perkins does a nice job of...
Stevenson. And the stretch play is out of bounds.
Reasonable to say you got a 2-loss team that could make it. Don't think they're there yet, but I think Oklahoma State acquitted themselves enough for me from a defensive standpoint. I think they can still get back in it.
And the SEC is now finding out about spread offense.
Yes, sir.
Safety valve to Ramondre Stevenson. High hurdling his way inside the 40 to the 37. Move the chains, leg it, the stop.
I remember watching Billy Sims years ago dive over one guy when I was with the Oilers, and Thomas Leggett here almost got that same kind of foot in his face on that play.
On the crossing pattern. A quick curl, it's caught by Weiss. And it's a first down. That's what makes him so special. Number 34, Tillman. Here's the kick from Burkich, and it's good. I mean, look, they got 48 points and had 3 clear drops. They could have hung 60 in the first half the way Rattler was throwing the football. There's a nice curl to Weiss. Was early against Texas, and then the overtime, the way they were able to play. And there's Stevenson again. 1 stiff arm, a 2nd stiff arm, and he's finally... See, this is a run, Spencer. Rattler, boy, what a throw! It's caught by Theo Howard. Boy, that's a dart, Spencer. And again, almost effortless the way he throws it.
And it was between Schooler, number 17, and then Thomas Leggett, the safety. Watch him find that void in between them. That's what you do in zone coverage, guys.
They'll call it sometimes, and sometimes they don't. Mikey Henderson. Hello. Touchdown. Number 3 gets into the scoring column. The freshman from Ranch View, Texas.
They're bringing him in from all over the place, Timmy. Jet sweep.
Yep.
Power action to get him in there to make a play. Again, that's about eye discipline. When the Sooners are able to score like that, guys get used to seeing the big heavies come in there.
So a break for Texas Tech. They retain possession. Brooks.
Because they're so disruptive.
Well, right now they just pin their ears back and come bring all that pressure underneath. Brooks had it knocked away. Defense was strong. Shut out West Virginia for the last quarter and a half. But they have been...
Take a shot here, Timmy, fast.
A little flooded. And here comes Brian Darby.
I think the run game, again, I'm going to say it because it's really been the catalytic part of this offense. That should change, and tonight I think it was a microcosm of that. It certainly changed in a hurry.
McGowan changing direction. How about that? That's going to be their next really big matchup on November the 21st. Give these guys as much action as... Here's Chidarius Townsend. I'm sure he's thinking the same thing. Here goes Townsend on the strip place. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage by Stripling. That's the kid you were talking about that can bring so much when he comes into that end spot and takes over for Isaiah Thomas, 33.
Well, he's able to laterally deter and send Townsend the opposite direction.
Yeah.
And when you see that, you got to protect yourself and go the opposite way.
When you were playing Oklahoma against Texas.
That's been the narrative historically.
No doubt about it. Here's Mordecai. Last Big 12 title on their home field with Mayfield.
Whoa, big hit.
How about that?
Putting it in your watch pocket.
Yeah. McGowan.
Now he owns a Super Bowl ring. MVP on it. How about that?
And a lifetime contract.
Yep.
Mordecai underneath to Mims. And you would know that it would be Kyler Murray that winds up with the former Texas Tech coach Cliff Kingsbury, right?
Stayed there a year and then came over to Oklahoma. His backs are acquitting themselves well tonight.
Yes, they are. McGowan staying alive, churning those legs.
And he's able to relate to him at a totally different level.
Henderson again. Got the first down. College game, and it's better off with him in it. There goes McGowan again. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Just worn down this Texas Tech defense, and for these young guys that are blocking for him, that are down in the depth chart somewhat, boy, they're feeling good about this.
It's like that end zone has a homing beacon in there somewhere, man, and he's finding it, and he just turned on that speed.
And that will put it away. Oklahoma with a resounding victory tonight on the road here in Lubbock.